This is a test.
This is a test. What do you know about language arts, math, science, and social studies? Find out while playing along with Knowledge for College, where teams from competing UISD schools spin the wheel of knowledge and answer questions from a world of subject categories. It's a mind challenge for students and a chance to win for their school. But most of all, it's a really fun way to learn. Now, let's play Knowledge for College.
Hello and welcome to Knowledge for College, UISD's game show that features some of our best and brightest students. I'm your host, Jose Sanchez. Today, we have students from Troutman Middle School and United Middle School. And our guest host today is none other than he's UISD board member and also an attorney, Mr. Javier Montemayor. It's good to have you here, sir.
Good morning. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
Great.
Good to be here.
No. It's our pleasure. It's our pleasure indeed. Now, sir, you serve the community in two ways. You're a UISD board member, of course, but you're also an attorney. You want to talk to the kids a little bit about what it is that you do?
Yeah, I've been an attorney for about 21 years now. I've served in a variety of capacities. I was a prosecutor for about 5 years. I did felony and misdemeanor prosecutions, drugs, homicides, all sorts of crimes. Now I'm a defense lawyer, and I've been a defense lawyer for about 15, going on 16 years. As a lawyer, I handle a variety of cases depending on what the client needs. I do a little more civil practice now. I do some tax collections. I do real estate. I do a lot of corporations, probate law. So I spread myself around a little bit depending on the needs of my clients. It's been a good experience. I get to help people. I get to work with people. I get to solve people's most intimate issues, and it's been very fulfilling, I guess, so to speak. I also teach. I've taught for many years at the university and at the community college. That is probably one of my best jobs I've ever had. I love inspiring students, inspiring their minds, having them debate the issues that confront our community. So it's been a whirlwind of different different hats that I've worn over the last 20 years. So I've enjoyed it.
Well, that's great. A very interesting career. Now, as a board member, I remember when I was a young student in school, I was barely aware of what a school board did for students and for the schools. Would you care to explain that a little bit to the children?
Well, the school board sets policy by definition. That's what we do. We set the rules for the district to follow. We have one person that we evaluate, and that is the superintendent. We are his bosses, and we direct him, on what we want accomplished with our school district. And sometimes, it differs from superintendent to superintendent, but Mr. Santos has been a very good superintendent to our district. And the district has been very stable. We've been able to work with him on implementation of different progress programs, technology, our curriculum. I was talking to the parents earlier how when I was in school, it was a lot different than what it is now. Our students are a lot brighter. They're a lot more prepared to go into college and universities. They compete at national levels, at state levels. And so I'm really impressed with the work that Mr. Santos has done. And the board supports that. And so we've been able to set ground rules and policies that enable us to help our kids and also help the community in turn.
Excellent, sir. Well, we certainly do appreciate all of your efforts and everything you do for the district and for the community, sir. It's good to have you here today, sir.
Thank you very much.
Now let's introduce our students. Today we have from Troutman Middle School, we have Liani. How you doing, Liani?
I'm good.
And what do you like to do in your spare time?
I like to swim.
Oh, really?
And
You're a swimmer. Do you compete? Do you swim on a team or just for fun?
For fun.
Oh, okay. Well, that's even better. That's even better. Diego, how are you doing today?
Great, sir.
Excellent. What do you like doing in your spare time?
Hunting, fishing, a lot of outdoor things.
Oh, a sportsman, huh?
Yes.
That's great. That's great. You enjoy the outdoors.
Very much so.
Wonderful. It's good to have you here, Diego.
Thank you. You too.
Catherine, how you doing today, Catherine?
Hi, I'm good.
That's great. And what do you like to do in your spare time?
Mostly reading and writing.
Oh, okay. You like to write poetry or essays or just
Just stories.
just stories? Oh, okay. Well, that's good. I hope you keep up with that. Certainly a good hobby to have. Hello, Ethan. How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good.
Excellent, excellent. What do you enjoy doing in your spare time?
Mostly just like stuff doing with music, like playing music and listening to music. And
What
stuff like
what
that.
instruments do you play?
The cello and the piano.
Oh wow, the cello and the piano. Cello's a gorgeous instrument. Yeah, and the piano's a lot of fun too, isn't it? Well, that's great. That's good. That's good. So we have a very well-rounded group of students today. Let's go over the rules of the game, okay? Now, each team is going to take turns spinning that wheel right there, see? And you'll get questions from math, science, language arts, or social studies, okay? And now each of those questions is going to be worth 5 points, all right? Now, we also have a wild turn category. See that red one right there? That's wild turn. Those questions can come from any academic subject area. Okay, any academic subject area. And those are difficult questions. Okay, we save the hard questions for that one, right? So that's going to be worth double the points. It's going to be worth 10 points, each one of those, okay? Now, each team, of course, you have to answer the questions correctly in order to earn the points. And you're going to have 1 minute. You're going to have 1 minute to answer the question. After the minute is up, you're going to hear a bell, like that one right there. And when you hear that, that means you got to give us your answer right away, okay? Now, of course, in order to earn the points, you have to answer the questions correctly. Okay, if you answer incorrectly, the other team will get a chance to answer the question and earn the points for themselves. Okay, so we had a coin toss earlier, and it was Troutman Middle that won control of the wheel. Go ahead and spin it. And we're going to start out with the wild turn. And go ahead and follow along with Mr. Montemayor as he asks you your first question. Go ahead, sir.
All right. The question is, the Constitution divides the federal government into 3 branches, which perform which of the following functions? A, distribute money, declare war, open the border for immigration. B, make laws, execute laws, settle legal disputes. C, tax the people, form armies, make treaties. Or D, encourage individualism, keep the peace, make trade negotiations.
B.
B, make laws.
B
That's
is the correct answer. Very, very good. Very, very good. So you're going to start out with 10 points. Good job. United, it's your turn. Go ahead and spin it. And social studies it is. Thank you, sir. And go ahead and follow along.
Okay. The question is, in which conflict fought mostly on foreign soil did the U.S. gain territory in California, Nevada, Utah, Arizona, and New Mexico? A, the Spanish-American War. B, Trail of Tears. C, Mexican-American War. Or D, the Louisiana Purchase.
C.
C is correct.
C is the
Mexican-American War.
correct answer. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Very good. Very good. So that's 5 points for United Middle School, Troutman Middle School. Go ahead and take your spin at the wheel. And it's a science question this time. Okay, let's go ahead and get our science question here. And go ahead and follow along very carefully with Mr. Montemayor. Go ahead, sir.
Question. It's in front of you, you have the periodic table of elements. The number of neutrons in a potassium atom is equal to F39, G20, H19, or J58.
H.
Sorry, that is incorrect. United Middle School, you get a shot at this.
These are hard questions.
G.
G is the correct answer. Yes, 20. Very good. Very good. United Middle School gets 5 points. Go ahead. It's your turn to spin the wheel, so go right ahead. The other direction, son. There we go. And now it's a language arts question. All right, here we go. Go ahead and follow along with Mr. Montemayor.
Okay, the question. All of the following represent literary devices that create rhythm in poetry except A, verse, B, assonance, C, consonants, or D, alliteration.
Our answer is A.
That is correct. That is correct. That is correct. Very good. It kind of helps to be a writer to answer questions like that. Very, very good. That's 5 points for United Middle School. Go ahead and spin the wheel, Troutman. And it's going to be another language arts question for Troutman Elementary School. And go ahead and follow along with Mr. Montemayor as he asks you your question. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, the question is, the little I do know about firefighters is mythical and was learned in childhood. They are knights in brown and yellow armor. They wield axes from roaring red steeds. They charge at fiery dragons and slay them with wild, piercing cries. As kids, we watched them gallop down the street. Firemen! We whispered in awe, letting our ice cream melt down in our hands. The name is at once an alleluia and an amen. The author compares firefighters to knights to A, show how much she admired firefighters as a child, B, inform the readers that there have always been firefighters, C, break the tension of her story and amuse readers, or D, make fun of how seriously firefighters take themselves.
A.
A.
A is correct, yeah. Obviously, she admires them very much to be comparing them to knights in such a way. All right, very nice. Okay, well, we're going to go to a short break. We'll be right back with more Knowledge for College. Don't go away.
You can ride the wave to success and win some really great prizes.
The program is open to all United ISD students. If you get straight A's, just take your report card to Bahama Bucks and they'll give you a free shaved ice. And one student per campus with perfect attendance will be eligible to win a $100 gift card from Walmart. The Ride the Wave to Success program is sponsored by Constable Harold Diwali, Bahama Bucks, Walmart, and Geta Communications.
Surf's up.
School violence is a national tragedy that cannot be tolerated.
And neither will anonymous terroristic threats.
School safety is no joke. Threats of violence are disruptive and create an unsafe environment in our schools.
Anyone caught making false threats will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law.
It's considered a third-degree felony, and if convicted, could be punishable by imprisonment of 2 to 10 years and fined up to $10,000.
A terroristic threat conviction will ruin your future. Consider the consequences.
Do you dream of swimming competitively for your high school? Sign up for UISD Summer Swim Camp, open to all United ISD students interested in varsity high school swimming. The nominal fee includes breakfast and/or lunch. Those living in South Laredo qualify for transportation. The first camp session begins June 4th, with 2 more scheduled in July. Register at the UISD Natatorium located at 201 Lindenwood Drive, next to the UISD Administration Building, or call 473-6173.
School safety is our #1 priority.
Students should always report bullying to an adult.
Say no to drugs and alcohol.
And attend classes every day.
Be sure to report any criminal or suspicious activities to campus police.
Remember, texting and cell phone use is prohibited when driving in a school zone.
Always watch out for kids at crosswalks and when loading on and off buses.
Keep our kids safe.
And we are back. You are watching Knowledge for College. Today's contestants are from Troutman Middle School and United Middle School. Our guest host is Mr. Javier Montemayor, a UISD board member and attorney. I believe you had a question that you wanted to ask our students.
I have questions for each one of them. I've listened to what y'all talked about earlier about what you like to do and what you don't like to do. Ethan, I've seen you at the board at the board recognition, quite often. Tell me, what's your favorite subject, and what is it that you want to do when you graduate from high
Really,
school?
my favorite subject is probably math, and when I graduate, I plan to become a software engineer.
Okay. What have been some of your recognitions?
For math counts, this past 2 months, I think it was, and for the spelling bee last month.
All right, well, great, congratulations, Ms. Lopez. You're a writer. You like to write. What inspires you to write? What do you base your stories off of?
Well, I usually get them from real life stories, and I kind of interpret them in my own way.
Okay. Anything recent that you've written that you like to, something that's happened in our community or something that's inspired you to write recently that you can share with us?
Not really.
Not right now? What do you want to do when you finish high school?
I'm still debating, but I think I'm leaning more towards, after graduation, becoming a psychologist.
A psychologist. Oh, that's good. Working with children or adults?
Both.
Diego, I've seen you grow up, mijito. I've seen you at Troutman Elementary, and now you're at Troutman Middle, and you've been on this show before.
Yes, sir.
So, what inspires you to what do you want to do with life?
I become a veterinarian.
Okay.
Just the ranch alone inspires me to help animals, work with them, make them grow them up.
You want to do
That's
large
good.
animals, small animals?
All animals.
All animals? You
Sure.
like snakes?
Yes.
I don't like snakes. I don't like snakes. What's your favorite subject? What
Science.
Science? Oh, okay, well that's good. Impressive. Ms. Lujan, how are you?
Good.
Good. What about you? What do you want to do when you finish your school career?
I want to be a surgeon.
You want to be a surgeon. What kind of surgeon do you want to be?
I'm thinking about orthopedic or cardio.
Okay. And what subject at school now inspires you mostly?
I like reading.
Reading. Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty impressive. All of you, congratulations on being here, and all of you are very impressive, and I'm really happy to be here. Thank you.
Indeed. Well, very interesting, and I'm sure all of you guys will have a really good future. Very bright.
Looks like it.
Yes, indeed. And we're in good hands.
Yeah.
We're in good hands in the future. Okay, well, let's go ahead and continue with the show. United Middle School, I think it was your turn. Go ahead and take a spin at the wheel. Wild turn. We're going to start with another wild turn question. All right. Follow along and listen very carefully as Mr. Montemayor asks you your question. Go ahead.
Okay, the question. A student applies a force to a box with a mass of 30 kilograms. If the student applies the same force to a box with a mass of 15 kilograms, which best describes the effect on the acceleration of the 15 kilogram box? A. It is the same as the acceleration of the 30 kilogram box. B. It is double the acceleration of the 30 kilogram box. C. It is half the acceleration of the 30 kilogram box. Or D. It is triple the acceleration of the 30 kilogram box.
B.
B.
B is correct. Indeed. Great. Good job. That's 10 points for United Middle School. Troutman Middle School, it's your turn. Go ahead and spin that wheel. And it's language arts. It's language arts for Troutman Middle School. Go ahead and follow along very carefully with Mr.
Actually,
Montemayor.
Well, it's the same question, but just different.
Okay.
All right. Very similar to the last question. The little I do know about firefighters is mythical and was learned in childhood. They are knights in brown and yellow armor. They wield axes from roaring red steeds. They charge at fiery dragons and slay them with wild, piercing cries. As kids, we watched them gallop down the street. Firemen, we whispered in awe, letting our ice cream melt down our hands. The name is at once an alleluia and an amen. The paragraph above is an example of A, hyperbole, B, an extended metaphor, C, an oxymoron, or D, a soliloquy?
B.
B.
B, yes, indeed. That is an extended metaphor. Yes, indeed. Very good. Very good. 5 points for Troutman Middle School. United Middle School, you ready? Spin that wheel. My. Another wild turn question. Another wild turn question for United Middle School. Okay, follow along very carefully. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. The question. It's a math question. Mr. and Mrs. Mendoza are analyzing their daily caffeine intake. What is the approximate difference in the volume of coffee that they drink daily in cubic inches if they fill their cups completely? From the picture in front of you, is it A, 169.6 centimeters, B, 50.3 centimeters, C, 219.9 centimeters, or D, 119.4 centimeters?
Is the answer B?
You said B?
Yeah.
No, that is incorrect. Troutman Middle School.
D.
The correct answer is indeed D. Very good. Very good. Very good. That's 10 points for Troutman Middle School. And it's your turn again. Go ahead and spin the wheel. Math. Math, yeah, that's actually it's not the first math question, but it's the first time we actually hit that category, isn't it? Yeah, I know you've gotten a couple of math questions in the wild turn, but this one may not be as complicated. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. In front of you, you have the model. The question is, the model below represents the equation shown. What is the value of y? And the equation is 4y plus 8 equals 6y minus 4.
D.
D is the correct answer. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y equals 6. Very good. Very good. So that's 5 points for Troutman Middle School. It's y'all's turn. Go ahead and spin the wheel. We almost got the wild turn again, but no, we're going to have another language arts question. We're going to have another language arts question. So go ahead and follow along. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, language arts. The question is, which of the following does not represent the persuasive strategies used by writers and advertisers? A, fables, B, ethos, C, pathos, or D, logos?
We choose A.
That's correct. That's correct. Fables. Very good. Very good. Very good. That's 5 points for United Middle School. And we're going to go to a short break. We'll be right back with some more knowledge for college. Do not touch that dial.
Once you post your image online, you can't take it back. Anyone can see it. Remember, think before you post.
We are educators.
We are innovators.
We are leaders.
We are college students.
We are artists.
We are athletes.
We cherish all students.
We are United ISD.
Attention all United ISD high school students, you could win a new car and other great prizes just by going to school. The UISD Never Be Absent program is back this year and it's bigger and better than ever. Just have perfect attendance during any 9-week period and you'll be eligible to win a new 2018 Kia Niro, courtesy of Sames Kia in the Classroom. You could be driving to school in style, but remember, never be absent.
You're watching UISD ITV, the best source for education information.
You've been watching Knowledge for College, a game of knowledge and learning featuring some of our best and brightest students here at UISD. We would like to thank our contestants from United Middle School and Troutman Middle School for joining us today. And of course, we want to thank our guest host, Mr. Javier Montemayor, from the UISD board. Tell us, sir, what did you think of our show today?
Tough. It was a tough show. That's all I can say. It was tough. I'd like to thank the parents also for being here and supporting their children. It's really good to have this type of program.
Yes, indeed, and it's good to have you here too, sir. That's very, very good of you to come and join us today, sir. Thank you so much. Don't forget to watch Knowledge for College and all of our other fine programming on this and other local TV stations, including the Public Access Channel. We'd like to go ahead and give a shout out to our sponsors, Chick-fil-A at Mall del Norte and at Bob Bullock Loop, Montana Mike's, Sonic, America's Drive-In, CiCi's Pizza, Chuck E. Cheese's, Subway, Great American Cookies, and of course, Bahama Bucks. Thank you for supporting our show. We'll see you next time on Knowledge for College. Let's say goodbye, everybody. Bye.